The James Webb Space Telescope wasn't created to astonish the world. It was engineered to observe, to refine our understanding of the cosmos, and to gaze into the quiet, unlit corners of space. But somewhere along the line, its mission grew into something far more profound. What started as a purely scientific pursuit has become a window into our deepest existential questions. Because what Webb is revealing isn't just more data, it's uncovering truths that challenge our place in the universe, reminding us how delicate, mysterious, and humbling our existence truly is. It has shown us ancient galaxies that appear to exist outside the known timeline of creation. It has captured stars in the final stages of life, exploding slowly in cosmic supernovas that scatter the elements essential for life. It's revealed gas giants cloaked in violent sandstorms, their atmospheres hotter than lava. And perhaps most unsettling of all, it's hinted that we may be on the brink of understanding more than we're ready to comprehend. Webb hasn't merely taken beautiful images, it has pried open a door that we may not be prepared to step through. When Webb directed its gaze toward the early universe, scientists expected to find chaos, immature, undeveloped structures just beginning to form. At only a few 100 million years after the Big Bang, the cosmos should have been in its infancy. But instead, Webb captured 6 massive, ancient, and fully formed galaxies, objects that shouldn't have existed so early in the timeline. These weren't just large, they were mature, organized, and brimming with stars that had already lived and died. In cosmological terms, it was like finding a towering oak tree in a freshly sown field. The discovery didn't just surprise researchers. It shook the foundations of cosmology itself. For decades, models predicted how quickly galaxies could form, how matter clumps together, and how the universe matured. Those models are now under intense scrutiny, perhaps even collapse. Some scientists are proposing bold new theories. Maybe the universe is older than we thought. Maybe the rules of cosmic inflation need rewriting. Or maybe, just maybe, there's an undiscovered force or phenomenon accelerating the universe's evolution beyond anything physics currently predicts. What Webb has uncovered isn't just new knowledge, it's a ticking time bomb under our understanding of everything. One of the most emotionally charged images Webb has taken is that of WR 124, a massive Wolf-Rayet star in its final stage of life. These stars are rare, short-lived behemoths that burn with a brilliance hundreds of thousands of times greater than our sun. But what Webb saw wasn't just a bright object. It captured the intimate unraveling of a star, shedding layers of gas and dust in swirling, radiant spirals that stretch across light years. And within that dust lie the ingredients for life: carbon, oxygen, iron, elements forged in the furnace of dying stars like WR 124. This cosmic dust doesn't simply drift, it journeys. It finds its way into planets, oceans, comets, and even DNA. Webb didn't just photograph a dying star, it photographed our origin. Its image is a portrait of transformation, the violent death of a star giving rise to the possibility of life. For decades, we could only imagine what alien worlds might look like: icy spheres, scorching deserts, oceans beneath twin suns. But with Webb's powerful infrared vision, we don't have to guess anymore. We can observe. Take VHS 1256b, a gas giant nearly twice the size of Jupiter, just 40 light-years away. Webb peered into its thick atmosphere and discovered immense sandstorms of molten silicates, hot sand swirling through clouds, thousands of kilometers wide. These aren't ordinary weather systems. They are cataclysms. Rains of molten glass driven by temperatures exceeding 800 degrees, reshaping a world no human will ever touch. And this is just one planet. Webb is examining dozens more, including the 7 Earth-sized worlds orbiting the star, TRAPPIST-1. While some are too hot or too cold, at least 3 lie in the habitable zone where liquid water could exist. Webb is studying their atmospheres, searching for water vapor, methane, carbon dioxide, the markers of life. But this isn't just about whether life exists out there. It's about learning, for the first time, how to recognize it. Webb is writing, the very guidebook for interstellar biology. Yet perhaps the telescope's most profound contribution isn't in the data it collects, but in the questions it leaves unanswered. With every image, every spectrum, every chemical signature, Webb deepens the mystery. It isn't just a machine for observation, it's a philosophical instrument, forcing us to reckon with the scale of existence, the strangeness of the cosmos, and our own fragile role within it. It's one thing to know we live in an incomprehensibly vast universe. It's another to see it with your own eyes in breathtaking detail. Webb looks far, but it also looks back, literally. The light it captures from galaxies billions of light years away shows us not how they are today, but how they were just after the birth of the universe. In this sense, Webb is less an observer and more an archaeologist, digging through layers of time encoded in light. But troubling anomalies are beginning to emerge from these ancient records: mature galaxies, advanced chemistry, and gravitational phenomena that don't match our physics. It's as if time itself isn't behaving consistently. This has led some cosmologists to consider a radical idea. What if time flows differently in different regions of the universe? What if the laws of physics aren't universal, but local? While Webb has dazzled us with star clusters and galactic collisions, it has also turned its attention to the voids, vast, seemingly empty regions of space, stretching across hundreds of millions of light years. Here, its instruments should detect faint heat, gravitational bending, or residual radiation. Instead, it finds nothing, a silence so profound it defies explanation. These voids are too empty, too perfect. Scientists are beginning to wonder, are these simply natural gaps or signs of something more, something that prevents matter from forming or even erases it entirely? Could this be evidence of large-scale entropy or even a boundary where the laws of physics no longer function? Even stranger are the spectral anomalies Webb is starting to detect, unusual patterns of light that defy classification. They don't match known elements, redshifts, or gravitational behaviors. They're not cosmic background noise or typical star signatures. They pulse. They disappear. They distort the light around them in ways we don't yet understand. Some researchers have called them gravitational ghosts, remnants of ancient events or structures that no longer exist, but whose effects linger. Once the idea of gravitational waves sounded like science fiction. Now they're measurable. So what else might echo across the fabric of space-time? Could these be the remnants of ancient civilizations, forgotten technologies? Webb might be showing us more than what's there. It may be revealing what once was. At the heart of Webb's discoveries lies a profound irony. The further we look into space, the more deeply we peer into ourselves. Webb's images are cosmic, yes, but they are also personal. They show stars forming like we once did, planets dying, as ours someday might, structures building and collapsing, just like civilizations here on Earth. In this way, Webb has become a mirror. Not just a lens for the universe, but a reflection of humanity, our need for meaning, our awe, our fear, our curiosity. Maybe the purpose of all this exploration isn't to find aliens, or answers, or another Earth. Maybe it's to remind us that we aren't here to dominate the universe, we're part of it. And that realization, humbling and immense, may be the most important discovery of all. The James Webb Space Telescope was built to see farther than ever before, to look back through time and answer questions that have lingered since humans first looked up at the stars. But with every photo, with every inexplicable structure or eerie silence, it's not just expanding our view of the cosmos. It's redefining what it means to know. We expected stars and dust. Instead, we received contradictions, enigmas, and glimpses into truths too vast for comfort. Webb is not merely a telescope, it's a revelation engine, a whisper from the universe turned into a deafening truth. We are small. We are early. We are just beginning to understand how little we know. And yet we looked anyway. Because that's what humans do. We seek, we wonder, we reach. And in doing so, we sometimes awaken something greater than knowledge. awe,